Hello and welcome back to the Lord of Nothing. We are in a tavern, which I think, it being an RPG, means it's time to talk to absolutely everyone and see what they have to say. So, let's start. We're in this room. I'm assuming citizens have nothing to say, so Sendry, let's have a chat. It's so dull without a musician in the party. There's no one to sing a song at camp. Oh, okay then. Sure. Let's head this way and see who we've got. So we have Gemmel. So you're back. What happened in the city while we were away? The demons were driven out. Then the queen came. She announced a crusade. Everyone who wanted to fight left and the rest have stayed, rebuilding little by little. Who are you? Gemmel Hawks, tavern keeper. He scratches his bald head and adds, not a vampire. Oh, well, that's good. What's the news in the city? None, and we're all the better for it. I haven't finished rebuilding all that burnt down after the last piece of news. The tavern keeper furrows his brow and shakes his head as if chasing away bad memories. The queen is gone, as well as the crusaders. People say they're going to retake Dresden. So this puts us, I think, in Act 2 of the main campaign. So the first one was Act 1 of the main campaign, as in Through the Ashes. We are now in Act 2. And we know that by the end of this, we're going to have done something that's going to allow the Lord Commander to do something in Act 5. So a lot of time, in theory, could pass. And I assume if we're going to keep coming back here, we're going to be able to get news, and it's going to tell us where in the story we currently are. Which is interesting, because they also come back to Canabras at some point, so I assume at some point we're going to hear about what happened from their perspective again. Show me your goods. Let's see what you got. So you got some useful stuff. We got some random books, which are probably not particularly useful. Yeah, oh, wait a second. The Legend of Magic Bones, Religious Beliefs of the Old Giants of Sarkoris. Potentially relevant. We've got a Wand of Burning Arc. Got a Great Sword +1. Okay, there's some stuff in here that could be useful. You got a bunch of hide armor, cold iron longswords. Alright, there's definitely some stuff we could do here. Yeah, we'll leave all of this for right now though, until we're sure what we need. But I also think healing is probably going to be beneficial. Also, we are not fully healed. I guess we can rest here, though, so that would allow us to heal. And then priest services, what do we get here? Oh, well, there we go. Tough luck. Everyone's gone to war. The albino is silent for a moment and then adds with a sigh. Fine. This tavern is a temple of Kalen, so I'm a bit of a priest myself if you really need it. I could read a scroll or something. I don't deal in them, though. Only booze. And that's not true because you have a ton of scrolls, but I need to go. Okay, who have we got? So we've got a bunch of people from Eagle Watch.
This way.
Ton of people from Eagle Watch. Just an absurd number of people. What have we got over here? Well, we've got a chest with nothing in it, but it's somewhere that we could store stuff if we wanted to. Okay, heading over this way. Small cat. Ricarth and Sister Charisme. Okay, hello Ricarth. What do you want? A tall woman looks up from her notebook. Wow, it's Sister Charisme. Safe and sound and behind a bar table, not behind bars. And here I thought I'd never see you again. The rumors were you died or fled the city. Rumors are like weeds. They are not sown. They are not sown, they are not reaped. They just spring up all over the place on their own. How did you meet each other? I used to work for her, doing various jobs. A long time ago. In another life. You were smarter, Corkscrew. You could have been my right hand. But no, you left your family to join the do-gooders. Don't worry, I know you didn't rat us out. I have no quarrel with you. But what did you get in return for your service for the Crusaders? Bugger all. Was it worth it? So, I just remembered where she's from. She is the leader of the thief gang, which I think is called the family, that Woljif is in in the main campaign, and you have to go and find a traitor for them and so on. So that's an interesting connecting into the main campaign again. I'm imagining we're going to get a lot as we come back here. It was, sister. Ricarth looks into Kerisme's eyes for a long time. Eventually she looks away. Alright, live your life, it's your choice. Who are you? I am called Kerisme, and I am a practitioner of, various crafts. I used to own a laundry, and now I own a construction firm. Laundry, right. Ricarth chuckles. I remember your portrait plastered on every other post in the city. I just can't recall what was written underneath. It must have been advertisements for your firm. I don't know what you're talking about. In any case, that's all in the past. You know, those horrible demons burned so much when they attacked the city. Kerisme smiles sweetly, like a well-fed cat. Guard records, court archives, bank books. So much was lost that I fear we'll never know what was written on those portraits, if they even existed at all. Clever. That means Kerisme is now an upstanding citizen in the eyes of the law. Wonder how long that will last. I see you took the best spot in the tavern. And why not? I can afford it. The tavern is an excellent place to conduct business, and much better than some dusty shop. I have no one to hide from, and nothing to fear. Whoever has business with me knows where to find me. During the siege, this exact spot was where Irabeth set up her headquarters. And now they're my headquarters. The do-gooders left to fight, and safe travels to them. This table will now serve us. Alright, Corkscrew, it's been nice chatting with you, but I'm a busy person. If you have business, lay it on the table. If not, be on your way. As a matter of fact, I do have business. And you scrounge up some gear for us. Nothing dangerous or forbidden. Just stuff you used to be able to buy from the shops. But this city isn't a great place for shopping nowadays. Ricarth writes something on a piece of paper and hands it to Kerisme. Here, can you find it? This one? No problem. You can't find this now, but I will look. I might have some left in storage. Don't even bother asking for this one. All the Crusaders took all of it. And what's this? Where am I supposed to find something like that? Kerisme scratches the bridge of her nose and slips Ricarth's paper into her notebook. I'll get you what I can. Payment in cash only. Okay. I think that was meant to be aligned by Ricarth. You wound me. Have I ever asked for credit? Well, so long. Why do you call Ricarth Corkscrew? That's what everyone called him back in the day. Now he'd prefer to forget it, and I don't like when people forget who they are and where they're from. Tell me about yourself. What do you care? Are you from the guard? I'm a businesswoman. I accept gold in exchange for goods, and that's all you need to know. Alright, let's see what you got. Okay, so you sell the same stuff that he sells. That's a mighty coincidence that you sell the exact same stuff that he sells. Okay, so you share a shop, and that also explains... Oh my god, I'm being stupid. This is my inventory. Ah, yes. Yes, I should go back and check what he has. Oh, what are expedition boots? 10 bonus on athletics and 5 on mobility. That's really good. Okay. I'm now looking at these and going, ooh. These are all very nice. I don't have money for any of it, but, you know, it's all very nice. Gnome's Brave Helmet. Okay. This helmet enchants the wearer's main weapon with the Giant Bane special ability. It gains a +4 insight bonus to AC against the attacks of giants. That's really good. We're going to need a lot more money if we're going to buy any of this, though. Yeah. I mean, I could buy a lockpicker's kit if I wanted to get some trickery bonuses, but... yeah, I don't need any of that. Okay. Or at least not urgently. Right, over here. Over here. Hello, Gemmel. Yeah, show me what you have. Ah. Yeah, that makes a lot more... Bag of holding? I don't have enough. But like, I don't have enough, but I could have it. Ooh, I do need to do some selling. If the wearer of this ring has the ability to cast spells spontaneously, it grants him the ability to cast the following spells: Ray of Enfeeblement, Scare, Ray of Exhaustion, Fear, and Waves of Fatigue. To cast a spell, the wearer needs to have a spell slot for the required level. Interesting. Okay. Okay, I understand now. Who else have we got? So we got some cool looking commoners.
Wherever my legs carry me.
We got this Sunrise Sword Archer we can't speak to. Ricarth, you got anything else to say? Not in the mood. Another time, maybe? Okay. You're an interesting looking commoner. The demons are done for, I'm telling you. Okay. Who is Venrad? Ah, you're alive. Sergeant Venrad, who met in the caves under Canabras, salutes you with a beer mug. Never thought I'd see you again. To tell you the truth, I wasn't sure I'd make it out of that bloodshed alive either. Miracle it is. How are you? After we took the city back, it took a while for the brass to decide what to do with me. Some wanted to reward me for saving the soldiers. Others to condemn me for cowardice. In the end, it was the Queen herself who made the decision, bless her. For demonstrating great discretion and prudence, I was to be promoted. Didn't think it was right for the front, though. Other qualities are needed in the field, she said. Captain Venrad was to stay behind in Canabras, dealing with paperwork and gathering reinforcements. It is what it is. Venrad takes a swig. A promotion, sort of. But nothing to boast about. Anyhow, can't complain. Could have been court-martialed instead. Okay, and then my party do with a skilled fighter. Know anyone? Sure, there's plenty of those in Canabras. Some looking for gold, some for fame, some for a new start. Mind you, they won't work for free. They take 2,500 each up front. Okay, so that's how I get mercenaries. Okay. I already have some mercenaries, so I don't really need any more. That's fine. I guess we should sell then. Wait, so we've got Ricarth, Sendri. Everyone else in my party is... yeah, someone I created. Yeah, okay. So they're not going to be here. Right, I need to sell you some things. And I'll sell from this menu. Oh, you know what I need to do before I sell? I need to equip. That's what I need to do. So let's just start with some basics. I've just made it so that you're better with Earthbreaker. Therefore, switching you onto this would be a bad idea, probably. What bonus did I just give you with Earthbreaker? I think I gave you a weapon focus? Is that right? Where are we? Weapon focus, weapon focus. Something similar to that? Steel Soul? No. Okay, I'm going to have to go back to the class one in a second if I can't see it. Was it this one? Yeah, it was weapon training, so you gain a +1 attack and damage rolls. Yes, it was this one, because Earthbreaker was second. So, this should be identical to the Earthbreaker when we equip it, because the Earthbreaker already has the same bonuses, right? So this currently does 6 to 16, 10, 5. This should be exactly the same. 9, 4, 6 to 16. This actually has a worse to hit. Except the second hit also does a different damage profile as well. Interesting. Is that right? No, it's just no, I'm misreading it. I did not equip the Earthbreaker. There we go. Cool, so that is... yeah, I was just misreading. The bottom line isn't anything. So this just has a better to hit. That's the long and short of it. I guess +1 enhancement doesn't actually increase your to hit. In which case this is just... oh, you know what? It'll be the Masterwork, right? Masterwork? Yes, it gives you the extra +1. So, they both have a +1 bonus, from one from the skill and one from the +1 enhancement. But this is an extra +1 because it's also Masterwork. So this is just straight up better than the Greatsword. Cool. Let's go back here a second and just have a look at weapons. So, do we have any things about our weapons? Anything that I took previously? This is the thing about picking up a character halfway through. You have to be like, what did I take previously? Was there something that made us really good? Yeah, if the character already has class skill, weapon proficiency, or arm proficiency granted by the background. Yeah, so we have weapon proficiency with the rapier. Okay. Yeah, so we want to try and use one if we can. See if we have anything else in here. We also have Arcane Strike, so we can imbue our weapons with a fraction of our power. I need to remember that one. And Weapon Finesse, obviously. Yeah, so I don't think the Cold Iron Longsword is for us, because I think that our finesse-wielding rapier is just a better idea. Okay, in which case we have no upgrades for us weapon-wise. You have no upgrades weapon-wise because you already have the best thing. Weapon-wise, you're using a bow. You don't need a melee weapon because we should never use melee on you. I mean, we could give you a dagger, but, like, there's no purpose. You should never do it. Although, maybe we want to just give you a dagger. It isn't actually a terrible idea just to give you one dagger. You know? Just gives them something to use if we need to use it. I was just thinking maybe you get silenced and then we want to stab someone on a turn. I can see a scenario where that works. Okay, cool. Next one up. You have heavy crossbow. Do I even want you to have a melee weapon? I guess, again, it kind of makes sense for you to have a masterwork dagger. But beyond that, not really. And then ranged weapons aren't going to be better. Well, they'll have a better to hit, I suppose, but generally we want to be using these because we want to have the higher damage range of the crossbow, I think, instead of the cantrip. Because our I can't even check. Well, I mean, I could go in here. Look at our level 0. So, like, Divine Zap is a 100% hit, but, like, only does 1 damage. And then, I thought we had more spells that we could cast. Maybe, oh yeah, we have Acid Arrow. Like, Acid Arrow is 2d4. And then for every 3 caster levels, it will do extra damage on top of that. But our crossbow currently does more damage than that if we get a good roll. So we're basically only meant to be using the crossbow if we're going for good rolls. I thought she had another one in here. I was sure we had another thing, but it might just be something that's not currently on this list. Because it might just be something that we know. Maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe I'm thinking of you. But it doesn't really matter. Essentially, I don't think we're getting a benefit out of switching to the bow, because you're not really a bow user, you're more of a... yeah. You're more of a spell user that will occasionally use a weapon. Same thing here. Now, you do have a longbow. We can replace it with a masterwork longbow. That's a straight upgrade, right? That's just an extra +1 to hit. That is actually worth doing. Why is that not an extra +1 to hit? Is this damage? Not hit? Wielding it provides a +1 enhancement bonus on attack rolls. That gives us 7, which is 3, 3, 1. So 3 from your base attack bonus, 3 from dexterity, and 1 from hunter. I equip this one. Is 1 from hunter. Oh, you know what it probably is? Masterwork probably doesn't stack with whatever we've got on here. Like, there must be something that's not stacking. Yeah, that'll be it. It'll be like the same type of buff or something. I think that'll be it. Maybe I'm going crazy. I don't know. Anyway. Relearning Pathfinder. That's fine. Here, so you have a light crossbow, but that's because that's the only thing you can use. Your dexterity is kind of garbage compared to these two, so you don't get as much benefit out of the dagger, but I mean, it's better than your strength, so here, have a dagger. Cool. And they'll leave you be. And then Rakarth, who still needs to get his level back. You are currently working with 2 masterwork daggers. Now, do we want to give you a cold iron dagger instead? It does lose you 1 to hit, but it should give you cold iron, which will then make it effective against demons and fey creatures, which is pretty good. So if I equip this, he should go down to 6, right? Yeah. Maybe we just go offhand where the damage doesn't matter as much anyway? Is that right? Yeah, so the damage is already lower on the offhand, and this actually doesn't affect... Oh, it doesn't affect the damage either way, because these only affect your to hit. As it would be obvious by what I had said previously. Yeah, in which case I think this is fine. Just equip this in the offhand, and then if we happen to come across... Actually, it makes sense to do it the other way around. No, because there are times when we only get an attack with the main hand weapon. Yeah, no, it makes sense to do it this way around. So if we get a double attack, we can then cold iron. Yeah, that I think makes sense in my head. I might be wrong. Now we do have a torch, and I think we were equipping torches to give us a second damage type. That was my memory of this. So like we have this torch so we could hit them with fire. We have this torch so we could we have this torch so we can hit them with fire, and that was because we were facing slimes or oozes or something, and this was the only. I was like, oh no, it was those cubes, right? And they could only be hurt by things that weren't just simple weapon attacks. Yeah, so that's why we had those on. Cool. So that's that. Let's have a look at this. So we can equip nothing that we've got here. You could, in theory, have a shield, but you're not going to. Hide armor. Is that better than full plate? I don't think it is. Not unless your dexterity is really good. Your dexterity is a +2, which isn't terrible. You would gain an advantage, so you would be 7 armor against 10 armor. But yeah, still not high enough. So that's fine. You can't wear armor. You are currently wearing a breastplate, which maxes out your dex at 3, but I mean, that's what your dex is. So that's fine. Yeah, so this is going to end up being 1 less, so that's okay. You currently cannot wear armor, and then you can wear armor, but you can't wear this armor. You can only wear light armor. Okay. In which case, none of that matters. Next one. Bracers of armor. So, this does not stack with armor, I believe. Yes, these don't stack together. So anyone who's wearing armor, these are immediately out. In which case, my question would be, why would I not just cast mage armor? And I can't come up with a good answer. I guess if I want to save a spell slot. But mage armor is just like really good. It's a +4 bonus. In which case, these are garbage. This will stack with armor, but not with other deflection bonuses. So it won't stack with this, but it would stack with armor if we had it on. We all have one of these on, apart from the people who aren't unarmored. So let's give that to Sendry. Double check that, yeah, that does actually increase his armor class. Fantastic. Good. And then the rest of this, I think we're sorted on. What's that? Oh, that's just something to sell. Cool. Right, let's go. Right, so I'm going to sell you all of this because there's no reason to hold on to all of this, I think. I might keep the torches. It feels wrong to sell this, but I have no use for it, so I'll sell it. I wanted to sell... I might keep these currently. The reason is, I believe we do get another party member in this DLC. So I might keep some stuff just in case I want to equip them. That as well. But I don't believe that they are going to be a party member that's likely to use one of these. From what I've been told, they may be a bard, which is a little odd given that we're a bard, but anyway. So let's give them these stuff, and that'll be fine. They might want a shield if they're a bard. They probably won't want all of this, so that's fine. So 4,000 gold coming our way. Sell those. And sell the jade. Oh, right, yeah. Bulk selling puts everything else in here. Jade can be used for spells. I don't think we need to, but it only sells for 8. You know what? I'll keep it in case we need it for a spell. Cool. So that gets us 6,000. We could grab some potions. I don't think we need to. Although maybe. We did use a couple of these in the previous fight. Okay, so what I need to be slower with that. So it's like... Let's buy 6. That's 1 for everybody in theory. Yeah. That seems fine. Do I want to buy a bigger one? Probably not. Do I want to buy a recipe? Almost certainly not. Holy water? That is good against undead creatures or outsiders. Could allow us to get out of a sticky situation. So it is only going to cost us 250 for the whole lot. Yeah, I'm gonna buy the whole lot. I don't see why we wouldn't do that. That just, like, that's a huge, well, it's 2d4, which isn't insane, but it's you know, it's a reasonable amount of damage. And if it's holy damage, that might be a vulnerability to some of them. Yeah, that seems fine. Let's grab that. That gives us something to use. See if there's anything else. We could buy the Bag of Holding. Can't buy the Dark Omen. What's a Dark Veil? You once per day may use this item to grant your party total concealment against ranged attacks. Ooh. Whenever the wearer of these gloves casts a cantrip or first level spell, that spell adds 1 additional point of damage per dice rolled. That's really good, in theory. Okay, I'm going to have a look and see whether we want to buy that. Let's deal with this right now. Okay. Sendry. So, I just want to check something about your spells. So, Snowball is a first level spell. So, assuming we're coming across things that are not immune to cold at some point,
Forwards!
which you would hope that we would, because our shard powers give us a lot of cold damage, then that is going to become very valuable. Okay. Let's just see here. I just want to see what you'll sell me. So you'll sell me things that increase some stats, which is fine. Amulets of natural armor. Now those do stack with non-natural armor sources. Dex bonuses as well. Okay, expedition boots are too expensive, but they are incredible. So there's a reason why they're too expensive. Swift foot and boots. Increases wearer's movement speed by 10. Does not stack with other bonuses. Kind of useful, but our tank currently is on a horse, and everyone else is kind of ranged or like mobile, so I don't think that's a huge issue. Increases the amount healed, amount damage. Let me try this again. If the wearer of the headband has the ability channel positive energy, increases the amount of healing this ability does to undead creatures, or damage this creature does to undead creatures, or healing it does to living creatures. That's pretty good. So that'd be something for, yes, for you. Yeah, we could also buy a lockpicker kit. That's the other thing that's quite useful. Like a little bonus on trickery, but I think we might be fine. Yeah, let's assume that we're fine here, and let's go buy the neophyte gloves. Well, the Bag of Holding, though, is incredibly tempting. I'm going to buy the neophyte gloves. I think they're better. I don't think that we're in a situation where we're, like, really needing the weight. Like, we only needed the weight because we picked up 11 pieces of armor. I think we might be fine here for right now. Maybe I'm wrong. But, let's go with those. Deal. Cool. So now, you have a new pair of gloves. So that should, in theory, add 1 additional piece of damage per dice rolled, which isn't actually insane, but it's pretty good. I wanted to have a look at your spell, so I'll have to do it this way. So this would then give you an extra 5 damage on your snowball. That's pretty good. This one gives you an additional 1 damage per magic missile. Again, pretty good. Disrupt Undead does an extra point of damage. Acid Splash does an extra point of damage. Jolt does an extra point of damage. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of bonuses here. Although we should see if we can get I mean, Magic Missile kind of is, but I was thinking a level 1 spell that is maybe one of these ones. You know how this one's 1d6? You might get something that's like, say, 2d3. We should see if we can get more of those ones that give you a ton of dice that are low value, because then you get extra bonuses from having that +1. Anyway.
Trail me.
Just some thoughts. But let's quick save and then rest. I think we've spoken to everyone we need to speak to. Yeah. Okay. I guess you will do alchemy with you helping. They have other jobs, but these other jobs currently aren't needed. Scroll scribing. I guess that, well, that could also be you. Maybe say it's you. And then you can have that guy help you. Okay. We don't actually know anything to craft, so that's kind of pointless. And hearty meal is also the only meal we know, I think. Which is fine. Oh, I want to do that. Yeah, it's the only meal we know, so that's fine. Probably want to get some purifying solutions, maybe. Yes, I think this is fine. Okay, go. My tavern, my sweet tavern. I'll dream of you next time I'm sleeping in a frozen puddle of mud. Okay, cool. Full HP. Okay. Knowledge world check. Oh, that would be the one that we just did there.
I wonder.
Okay. So we just heading straight back? I guess we're heading straight back. Although we can leave the tavern. So maybe I'll leave the tavern and see who's standing outside. Okay. Did an autosave there. Who have we got? Commoners of many types.
This way.
Canopus Crusader. We'll cut them all down. Okay, commoners. We got some people rebuilding. There's a person. Running along here to get a little bit of the map revealed. Okay, let's head down to this person, see what they want. Right.
Wherever my legs
Hello,
carry me.
Velen. Good day, what are you looking for? The dwarf woman, clad in workshop apron, points eagerly to the counter. I got weapons, I got armor, potions perhaps, got heaps of them. Made them all myself and I staked my life on their quality. Tell me about yourself. Name's Felhen. I'm new around here. I forge swords, make armor, brew potions. What else do you want to know? Where did you come from? From the River Kingdoms. Maybe you heard about a nation that was established in the Stolen Lands. I worked there for many years, making blades and armor for the whole royal court. Was this character in Kingmaker? Maybe. I mean, they probably weren't very big, given that they're literally a shop. Why did you leave the River Kingdoms? Years and years at the same place, and you grow moss eventually. You start to grow moss eventually. Besides, I needed to learn a new craft, alchemy. No one would teach me there. I mean, we trained their own competition, so I closed shop and set out in search of knowledge and rare ingredients, and adventures, of course. What brought you to Canabras? A special order. I'll let you in on a secret. I know there are rare recipes that few can make. Someone in Canabras wanted exactly that, so I came here. Then all hell broke loose. The invasion, cultist, battle on the streets. Master Joran Vane disappeared without a trace. What was I to do? Leave his customers without a smith? What's this special potion you're making? Well, you see, the dwarf smiles mysteriously. Few people can make it, and even fewer need it. Let's put it this way, before I started making it, I had to shave my beard every morning, and I was known under a different name back in the River Kingdom. Oh. You tell me you used to be a man? Here, look. Velen picks up a dagger from the counter. Some might say it was ore first and then it was iron, then a dagger. Some might say that the dagger was slumbering deep in the mines, waiting for a craftsman's hand to give it shape. Others will tell you that metal is metal and no matter its form. I'll leave that debate to the philosophers. I'm an artisan. I work iron and I brew potions, for myself and others to enjoy. Anyway, that's not of much interest to anyone but me. The dwarf gives a friendly smile, but her tone makes clear that she will not discuss the matter any further. Alright. Thank you for your answers. Can you make me one of your special potions? I'd be glad to, but be warned, it's not cheap and it's not quick. It's brewed over the span of several months, and you'll have to come to me every 3 or 4 days so we can adjust it as it's brewing. Or there's a good chance you'll turn into something unrecognizable when you take it. So if you have anything important that'll keep you away from Canabras, best deal with that first. Alright, I need weapons. Okay, what weapons you got? Alright, so you got basic weapons of any type I need. Cool. Cold iron weapons. Let's sort by, well, let's do all. Let's sort by price and descending. So you sell some better stuff. Vanguard. What is Vanguard? +1 corrosive heavy flail grants the wielder immunity to difficult terrain. Nice. Okay. Defense by offense is a Kama. Merry-go-round. If this flail misses an attack, the next attack its wielder makes, no matter if it hits or misses, deals an additional 1d6 bludgeoning. Very nice. Okay. And just seeing what other stuff we got here. Okay, so that's all generally fine. Just see if we have anything crazy. No, we could buy like a mace or a great club or something for our dwarf, but I don't think there's anything that we desperately need here. I think we're fine. Okay. I'm assuming the rest will be the same. So armor is going to be, yeah, exactly the same in terms of that. Let's have a look at pricing descending. So you do sell adamantine full plate, which is lovely. We could potentially get the shield if we really worked on it. We could potentially get ourselves like a better chain shirt if we wanted to, but it's one armor class. I think I'm going to leave it for now. And then potions. Let's have a look. So you sell like basically the same potions that are inside. Okay, it's just another shop. Another way to re-equip. So it definitely seems like we're going to be coming back here a lot to re-equip. Like there's fully stocked shops which have things that cost quite a lot of money. So we must, one, be earning a lot more money in this DLC, and then two, we must be able to spend it. So, that's interesting. Unless it was just purely there in case you somehow earned that much in the previous DLC or something? I can't remember how you would earn, like, too much more in the previous DLC. I don't know. Or maybe it's there in case... Maybe on lower difficulties, maybe you get more resources as well? I don't know. Not sure. Anyway, to the tavern. So we've done that. Sorry, I thought I heard a noise over there, but I obviously didn't. Can I go up here? I don't think so. Yeah, you're blocking the path. Yep. That's fine. Well, I think I'm good to head back then. Right? Yeah. Let's head back. I don't know if this is right, but I think I'm good. Yeah, let's go to the Ancient Fane.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Yeah, everyone join me. That's fine. Now we see what happens. Okay, that's fine. Double check our party. First of all, get on the horse.
Move aside.
Second of all, check our party. That is correct. Cool. You got anything to say now we've rested? No? Okay. So, what am I doing? Defeat the masked opponent. Okay, that's completed. Destroy the ice wall. Okay. Destroy the ice wall. What ice wall? Oh, down here maybe? Maybe I go down... Can I make it down there? No? Okay, I'll admit I'm lost, but that's okay. Oh, select everybody again. Also think I need to turn up the camera speed, but that's my own problem. Alright, over here. Oh, this is the ice wall? Oh, maybe it wouldn't let us destroy it until I wasn't sure what we were doing because we previously inspected this. It wouldn't let us destroy it until we went and rested at the tavern. That makes sense. Okay. Right. Goodbye, wall. You there, behind the ice wall, come out. Oh, hello. That's the demon that's been watching him. I see. Ugh, quite a stench. The ice had melted and left behind a pile of refuse, reeking of decay. I swear by a dozen silk handkerchiefs, there's something rotten here. Not something, but someone. Unflinchingly, Ricarth picks up a rotting rag with his dagger. The stench of rotten meat wafts from underneath. It seems we're not the first mortals to wind up in this hole.
A very reasonable supposition. Dying is a favorite pastime of mortals. One I've heard demons, celestials, and even gods have lately taken up. But if you see a pile of corpses in front of you, then with a high degree of probability, they were mortals. The clue, as you mortals say, is in the name.
One of the bodies lying on the ground opens its eyes and rises to its feet. The stranger's voice is calm and melodious, and she does not look undead. Who in the nine hells are you? Ricarth drops instantly into a fighting stance, pointing his weapon at the stranger. The latter gazes at it calmly, seeming completely unperturbed. "Come on," he says. "No games." Let's observe the stranger. The woman standing in front of you more closely resembles a doll than a person. Elaborate tattoos cover her pale, unnaturally smooth skin. She watches you with a curiosity that mirrors your own, and, catching your eye, she smiles. "You're not immortal then?"
I am a special case. I am a research android in service to the Technic League. One moment. I must double-check my data. Correction. I am an unemployed research android looking for a new team. Call me Penta.
Penta? As in pentagram?
No, as in pentatonic. My core specialty is music. The Technic League found this field of study unproductive and decided to retrain me for field research in extreme conditions, unquestioning obedience and politeness. I have mastered one of these.
How long were you stuck in the ice?
It's hard to say. It seems that my internal systems reacted to the sudden change in temperature and plunged me into a kind of suspended animation. What year is it? About 80 years, according to this. I'm glad that I did not remain conscious that whole time.
Oh dear, 80 years trapped in the ice, fully conscious? It's a recipe for insanity.
A likely hypothesis. Let's not verify it.
Sounds like you weren't very fond of your previous masters.
A maxim both tried and true. Dislike for the Technic League tends to be directly proportional to knowledge of its activities. I know the Technic League very well.
You said you're looking for a new team.
My current objective is to explore this region of the abyss. On my own, the likelihood of success is 0.001%. With a group, the probability could be 10 times as high.
So, you want to serve us instead of the Technic League?
Absolutely not. I do not wish to serve anyone. I am offering mutually beneficial cooperation. Friendship is an option. Warning, romantic relations are absolutely not.
Okay. As if we didn't have enough to deal with already. Snorting, Ricarth squints at Sendri, who seems disappointed by Penta's last clarification. Ricarth, Sendri, what do you think? Do we recruit her for our squad? Of course, what is there to say? Or what else is there to say? We could certainly use a professional abyss scholar, since that's exactly where we're headed. I swear it on my fox fur coat. She seems capable, and besides, Ricarth smiles wryly, she spent decades trapped in the ice, and not only did she survive, she's itching to continue her research. That combination of resilience and insanity is what our squad's all about. If Ricarth and I have found our once in a century point of agreement, then the matter is definitely settled. Welcome to the team, Penta.
So, it's decided. We will continue this expedition together. And now I suggest we suspend our discussion temporarily. I am in need of a degree of cosmetic maintenance. Let us resume communicating when I look and smell somewhat better than my previous team. Simply put, let a girl change her clothes.
Okay. He's just immediately kicked him from the party. I think, weirdly, he is the correct person to take out of our party. And the reason he's the correct person to take out our party is Bard, Rogue, Sorcerer, Bard, Cavalier / Fighter, Cleric. Well, these four are a lock. Also interesting, a lock. You cannot choose to not take her. You're not going to tank, you're not going to heal, and we already have one of you. So you're out of the party. First of all, though, ooh, let's loot all of that. Second of all, let's go back a second. What's for forbiddance? This area is sealed against planar travel, be it by means of teleportation, plane shifting, or traversing the astral or ethereal plane. Forbiddance cannot be dispelled and persists until all frozen gates are destroyed. Okay, that's fine. And then we got a ring of protection and a cloak of resistance +2. Okay, so that's what you're currently working with. And you're just a leveled bard. So you're a Numerian companion. Penta's extended integration into human society has provided her with a unique trait. Her bard spells and abilities use her intelligence score rather than her charisma score as the key spellcasting ability score. In addition, she gains a +1 racial bonus to intelligence. Oh, interesting. Masterwork short sword. We have something better, right? Oh, we have a Masterwork short sword, which is exactly the same. Now, is a dagger +1 better than a Masterwork short sword? They're much of a muchness, basically. I mean, I think this will... Well, let's just equip a set 2. So 5, 1 to 6. 5, 2 to 5. So this is going to do more consistent damage, while the Masterwork short sword would do more... like, it would have a higher, like, max that you can get to. I actually think I prefer this because it's also a magical weapon because it's enhanced, which might be beneficial. Also, put those in there because I believe we can just equip them out from here, so that's good. That's fine. Cool. Unaffected by ice. We are uncertain whether such a creature can be considered truly mortal. Those with her perished under our icy breath. Yet not only did she survive, but she retained her sharp wit and explorer's curiosity. It is the same that Sithod's shards do not affect her. The master could make use of such a servant. Okay. Also, it's interesting that all of these, I noticed in the journal earlier, all of these are written by somebody who's watching us from the other side. It's kind of interesting. And then you have a bunch of spells and things similar to us. In fact, they're probably... Actually, they almost look identical to our spell list in some ways. I mean, they're slightly different, but, like, you know, they're pretty close to the same spell list. Okay. Also, we got Bound to the Land. We got Lore Nature checks. We got Incite Rage. The Thundercaller can induce furious rage in all creatures within 6 feet. Also, you're level 6? Oh, we're also level 6. That's fine. We're actually very close to level 7 as well. Huh, cool. What I think we might do, I'm going to grab everybody and come back this way. So let's just check where she is in the party formation. I mean, that's fine. We can actually probably create a new formation now. Oh, this is just the default? Oh, that's fine. The new formation is going to be this, probably, but you're going to be like there. 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 See, I was thinking we'd do something like... Let's just go 2 out. 2 out. So yeah, something like this is what I'm thinking. Except actually, maybe even something like this. Let's have a look at how that looks.
Forwards? No, backwards.
There we go. So now we have our cleric kind of in the center. We have tank at the front. Rogue slightly behind so they can get into combat. 2 bards in the center, both of which will have things that we need to set up on them, but both of which have buffs that they could, in theory, stack, maybe? I don't know. I need to have a look at all these abilities. You know what I think I might do? I was going to head back here, but there's not really a lot of purpose in heading back here. What I might do, so I might end the episode here, and then what we'll do is next time we'll... actually, no, there is a purpose in going back. The purpose in going back is that we can grab all the equipment off the other guy and then either sell it or add it to our pile. But yeah, what I'll do is in between episodes I'll have a look at all the abilities, I'll set up the bars, and then we'll be ready to go next time. So, thank you very much for watching, I'll see you next time, goodbye.